morning children. In this video we are going to do miscellaneous exercise question number 3. In previous video we have discussed question number 2 and question number 5. Now question number 3. It is given that A union B equal to A union C and A intersection B is equal to A intersection C, and we have to prove that set B equal to set C. There are two sets B and C. The union with A for both B and C, the union with A is equal, and as well as the intersection with A is also equal. Now we have to prove that both the sets B and C are equal, and for that we are using the union property which is given to us. So we will write we have A union B is equal to A union C, and this is a single set. Again, remember, while it is written A union B, but we know that after taking union of two sets we get a single set. So this is a single set and this is also a single set. Two sets are equal. If two sets are equal, then if you take the intersection of equal sets with any other set like B, then this will also be equal. If two sets are equal to each other and you are taking intersection with same set, then their intersection will also be equal. Why we are doing this step? Because we have to take help from intersection. So we are taking intersection of B with both the sets. After that we will use the property, distributive property of sets. Distributive means if B intersection A union C, this will become as B intersection A and B intersection C union in between them. It is less like this: X into Y plus Z, then X into Y plus X into Z. This is distributive property, distributive of multiplication over addition. So this is will be this, and now here you have taken A union B, means all the elements of B and A are combined. So here all the elements of B are present, and now you are taking intersection with B, so it will become B only. You can understand by the figure also. This is A intersection B complete. Now if you are taking this set and set B, then what is intersection between both? Then definitely set B. A union B is this whole, and you are taking intersection with V. What is common with V? Then the whole B will be common, because B is already present in A union B. So this will become first result. Similarly, we will do again the similar procedure with C, that A union B is equal to A union C. Now taking intersection with C, so here the similar rule property will be applicable. A union C and intersection with C will give you C, and here we will apply the distributive property. So C intersection A, C intersection B, and the middle sign which is inside the bracket will be between the brackets. This is distributive property. Now this is B intersection A, this is C intersection A, which is equal. A and C, A and B is given to you equal. only the order is little different. This is also C intersection B and B intersection C. This is same basically. So we will change this similar to 1. So after that we will write what it is given, that A intersection C is equal to A intersection B. So we will write here A intersection B union C intersection B is equal to C. So this will become A intersection B union, even we are changing it, B intersection C equal to C is number 2. This is also commutative property of intersection. A intersection B and B intersection A are equal. A intersection B and B intersection A are equal. So in place of this C intersection B, we have put up here B intersection C. And this C intersection A is equal to A intersection B. We have put up here A intersection B because it is given both are equal. A intersection B is equal to A C. They are equal. So by 1 and 2, you can write B equal to C. So this is question number 3. Not very lengthy. The only thing is union will be taken in the beginning and will take intersection with B and then intersection with C, and they will become equal. So you can write it down. Next we are going to do the question number 4. In question number 4, we have given 4 parts. Firstly, A subset of B. Second is A minus B is pi. Third is A union B is B. And fourth is A intersection B is A. And they are asking to prove all are conveying the same meaning. Means all 4 are similar to each other. So we will take first A subset of B, means all elements of A are also in B. Now we will try to convey all remaining 3 is also conveying same meaning. So since A minus B is 5, what does it mean? There is no in A which is not in B. This is known as A minus B, this area. And this is 5, means nothing is there. So there is no element in A which is not in B. This means that there is no element in A which is not in B. If no element in A which is not in B, it means all the elements of A is in B. So this implies the same, that all elements of A are also in B. For second, this is first. Now we are going to take third. A union B is B. What does it mean? A and B दोनों को मिलाने से B मिल रहा है, यानी A में ऐसा कोई भी एलिमेंट नहीं है जो B से बाहर हो. There is no element in A which is not in B. Same meaning is coming or not? If A and B, their union is equal to B, so we are getting nothing after combining with A. जो सेट बी में पहले से एलिमेंट थे वही आ रहे हैं ए के साथ कंबाइंड करने पर, कुछ नया नहीं मिल रहा है. इसका मतलब है ए में कोई ऐसा एलिमेंट ही नहीं है जो बी में ना हो. अगर होता तो फिर बी ना मिलके कुछ हमें एक्स्ट्रा मिलता यूनियन करने पर. ऐसे सोचना चाहिए. एग्जाम्पल से आप समझ सकते हो. जैसे ए इज हैविंग 1 2, बी इज हैविंग 1 2 3. So after getting union of this, you are getting same. A union B is B means you are not getting any additional element after combining with A. So this means same all elements of A, or you may say there is no element in A which is not in B, which also means all elements of A are also in B. Now for A intersection B is A, means all the elements of A is common with B. Intersection is A. This means that all elements of A are in B. This means that A is subset of B. Hence, all four are, what is their language, conveying same meaning. Four conditions are equivalent. So all four conditions are equivalent. This is the way to write the answer. Little explanation must be there for each part. But at last you must remember that A subset of B can also be means A minus B is 5, their union is B and their intersection is A. All three are conveying same, so they all four are similar to each other. Now we are going to do question number 6. Fifth I have already discussed because these are little theoretical questions, so I am giving you each one's answer. Sixth, it is given to you that PA is equal to PB and we have to prove A equal to B. It means if power sets are equal, then the sets will also be equal. And when we have to prove A equal to B, then we take element in A and we will prove that this X is also belonging to B. So A will be subset of B and then we will prove B is the subset of A. Now since it is related to power set, so in set A we will suppose X, capital X is the subset of A. If you want to make difference, although small x and capital X is conveying different meaning. This is an element and this is a set which is subset of A. But if you want to take different, you can take different also here. Y we can take Y is subset of A such that X belongs to set Y. This point is to be understood correctly. We are taking a subset of A in which X belongs to Y. Since Y is subset of A, this means that Y will belongs to power set of A, because power set contains all subsets. But power set of A is equal to power set of B. This implies that Y belongs to PB. If Y belongs to PB, this means that Y is subset of B, and X belongs to set Y, therefore X belongs to B. Therefore A is subset of B. In the same way, you can prove that B is subset of A. Again, let another element Y belongs to B, and Z you can take subset of B, but in Z is small and capital both, so you can take another. Let capital X subset of B, such that Y belongs to capital X. Since X is subset of B, so X belongs to power set of B. We have taken an element in B, Y, and a subset of Y, B. Y is also in X. This is a subset of B. Now since X is the subset of B, so X will be element of power set of B. But power set of B is equal to power set of A. So this X belongs to power set of A. And if it is in power set, then it will become subset of A. And Y belongs to capital X, we have taken in the beginning. Therefore Y belongs to A, set A. Therefore Y belongs to set A. This implies that B is subset of A. Result 2. Now Y1 and 2, A is equal to B as proved. So this is how to prove if power sets are equal, then respective sets will also be equal. Here we have to understand the one thing, that since we have to prove set equals, we will take element in the set. In the beginning we have written Y belongs to A, and as well as subsets should also be taken. Y is subset of A, so it will be element of power set, but power sets are equal, so it will be the element of power set of B, and if it is power set of B's element, then it will be subset of B. So the element which is belonging to Y will also be in B, because it is in subset of B. So A is subset of B. The same logics will be used again to prove the result that B is subset of A, so they are equal. So that was the question number 6. Now question number 7 regarding again power set. But they are not saying prove that. They are asking, is it true that PA union PB is power set of A union B? We have to check whether it is true or not. For that, we will take, basically I already explained when we were proving the similar result for intersection. power set of A intersection B is equal to PA intersection PB. We have proved in previous video, and I told you in that place that we will have a question based on union also, and union is not true. How to know it, whether it is true or not? We will see the example first. Simple, take it. So let A is 1 and B is 1, 2. Here we have taken A subset of B. If you want to take, you can take separately also. Will be true for any type of the set. If you are taking separate, then what is power set of A? 5 and 1. What is power set of B? 5 and 2. What is A union B? 1 and 2. What is power set of A? We are taking left hand side. Union power set of B. Their union. So it will be 5, 1 and 2. Now we are finding RHS. A union B is this. Power set of A union B. Then it will be 5, 1, 2 and also 1, 2. The set itself as a subset of itself. So this is power set of A union B. Now see, 1 and 2 are not equal. So LHS is not equal to RHS. So by a small example we can prove that union, in the case of union, this result is not true. By 1 and 2 it is proved that PA union PB is not equal to PA union B. They are very simple, but of course they are little new pattern, new type of the question, so you have to see carefully, understand, do it once again by your own, so that concepts will be clear in your mind when it is true and when it is not true. Now in the next video we will make question number 8 onwards, but till then you try to do question number 8, 9, 10, 11, these 3-4 questions you have to do it by your own, otherwise I will explain in the next video. But almost all the different patterns we have discussed here, so you have to revise the whole chapter because we have a test, you must remember it, so you have to prepare for this. Okay, thank you, bye.